And our mission really is how do we, verify that it's actually an Avalanche subnet using the public tech info that's out there?
Exactly. Think of it like a trail of breadcrumbs. In
Mm.
blockchain, you need to be able to check things for yourself.
So this should help you get oriented quickly, find the reliable spots for Apertum info, whether you're just curious or maybe thinking about building or integrating something.
Yeah, absolutely. Seeing is believing, as they say,
Mm.
and the data is there.
Okay, so let's start with the basics. Avalanche subnets. What are they, briefly?
Well, think of Avalanche as like a platform,
Okay.
and subnets are customizable blockchains layer ones that people can launch on that platform. Apertum is one example.
Gotcha. So where's the first place we look to confirm this, like the official source?
The primary source is the Avalanche Subnet Explorer. We've got the link for you. It's basically the official directory.
Right, the registry. So you search for Apertum there, and bam, it should show up as a recognized subnet within the Avalanche system.
Precisely. That's your starting point for official confirmation.
Okay, but here's where it gets kind of interesting, right? Apertum's details aren't just in the Avalanche ecosystem.
No, and that's a good sign. It shows broader recognition. For instance, check out the Chainstack subnet list on GitHub.
Chainstack. They're a pretty big infrastructure provider, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly. They maintain their own list of subnets they potentially support or are tracking.
Mm-hmm.
Apertum being added there, you can see the pull request.
Mm.
Well, it's a signal that infrastructure players are taking notice.
Which matters if you actually want to build on it, presumably. You need that infra support.
Definitely. And then there's another, maybe even more significant listing.
Oh, yeah. Which one?
Its inclusion in the Ethereum chain registry. There's a specific GitHub commit, again, links available, showing Apertum being added to the Ethereum list of chains.
Hold on. The Ethereum chain list. Why is that particularly noteworthy? It's an Avalanche subnet.
Right, but it signifies compatibility.
Yeah.
The Ethereum chain registry is a widely used resource for info on EVM-compatible networks. EVM is the Ethereum virtual machine.
Ah, okay. So being listed there means it's recognized as playing nice with the whole Ethereum tooling and ecosystem.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It suggests potential for smoother interaction, maybe bridging assets using familiar developer tools. It opens up possibilities for developers and users in both ecosystems.
Okay, so we've got official Avalanche listing plus this cross-ecosystem recognition. Let's get practical now. Say someone wants to actually connect, maybe build.
Oh, yeah.
Where do they find the nuts and bolts, the technical details?
So this brings us to a whole category of resources, like
Yeah.
general chain registries. They're often community-maintained directories.
Right, like crowdsourced info hubs for networks.
Kind of, yeah. You'll find Apertum listed on places like ChainID Network,
Mm.
Chainlist.wtf, Networks.vercel.app, EVM Chain Info, EVMChainlist.org, Chainlist.simplr.sh, quite a few.
And looking at those, you often see the same chain ID popping up, right? For Apertum, it's 2786.
Exactly. You search for 2786 on most of those sites, and Apertum should appear. That consistency across different independent registries is, another good sign. It builds confidence.
So what kind of info did these registries actually give you?
The critical stuff. Network IDs, obviously,
Yeah.
RPC URLs, those are like the web addresses your wallet or app uses to talk to the Apertum network.
The connection points.
Yeah. Plus links to block explorers, so you can see transactions, chain metadata, sometimes subnet-specific configurations, maybe links to developer tools, basically the essential parameters.
So if you listening wanted to add Apertum to your MetaMask wallet or start writing a smart contract for it, or maybe integrate it into an existing application, these registries are where you'd grab those verified settings.
That's the idea. They provide that foundational layer of technical info needed to actually interact with or build on the network, knowing it's the widely recognized setup.
And you mentioned one more, the Ethereum chains master list.
Right, that's on GitHub too. It aims to be a really comprehensive list of EVM chains, so it's another good cross-reference point.
Okay, let's wrap this up then. What we've seen from digging into these technical resources is that Apertum status as an Avalanche subnet isn't just a claim.
No, it's verifiable. It's documented clearly within Avalanche's own systems, and it's recognized by other key players and community resources in the wider blockchain space.
It seems pretty transparent.
Absolutely.
Mm.
These registries give you the technical details you need to explore it, check it out for yourself, and even start building independently.
Which brings us to a final thought to leave you with. When you have this kind of accessible, verifiable technical info combined with a flexible architecture like Avalanche subnets, what sort of new, maybe unexpected innovations does that unlock for the future of blockchain? Something to chew on.
Definitely something to think about.
Thanks for joining us on the deep dive. We'll catch you next time.